Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is the Yukitsu Times, welcome to my channel, welcome to a little bit of Stellaris. We're going to try and do a bit more of a push into this. Now, obviously the Helvins actually folded like a deck of cheap cards there or something like that, I don't know, but they just died immediately, which is a little bit distressing. We got ourselves a new ruler coming in, so hopefully this will be useful, I guess. Should be getting Edict Cost and Monthly Unity, which is not necessarily that great. I threw in a governor to the core. Yeah, we re-elected that guy, that's fine, but we're trying to do whatever we can to try and get these guys under wraps here. Currently, like, we've got all these synthetic populations that are being disassembled, and it's really inflicting harm to our happiness here. We've got propaganda broadcast, we've got a governor and everything like that, but we're just trying to reduce the amount of unrest here, but it's still at 100. So we're going to have to try and do something to stop this from ratcheting up to the point where they actually do something about this. Not much I can do, though. So we'll see how that works out, I guess. Getting some defense armies down here as well, that'll help out a bit, and I've actually sent one of my attacking armies to go reinforce there, as well as my fleet, so we should be able to keep that in check pretty easily. Got a couple of our ships as well, doing some quick research there, which is going to be good. We should be bouncing back with our Free Elections Foundation and the Peaceful Advancement League. Problem here, I think, is that we got the Free Elections Foundation is complaining that we're treating synths badly. So I think that that's going to be harmful to us until we've actually eliminated the synthetics. I can't change the rights for them, just because of the type of faction that I'm playing. The Spiritualists can't deal with synthetics, so it's going to be a problem for a while here, and I think that that probably is also going to hurt us with the these guys. Yeah, there's a revolt on the core. I'm not that surprised. We'll see if we can get there before anything too bad happens, but like they've got way more troops there. So we have to get our attacking army down there like ASAP. I've got them on the way, but I don't know if we're going to make it in time. Probably should have made sure to upgrade our transport fleet. Let's see, where is it? It's en route. It's pretty close by to the side there, so it might make it in time. Yeah, so we got some garrison troops still left alive here on the core, I think. I think we should just barely have a few stragglers holders on by the time we actually reach the core with these guys. Maybe not, actually. I might lose it. Getting all of these ships, though, into orbit around here should help a bit. Can have one actually load up around the boundary there. I wish they gave you a little bit more time on this. Oh yeah, no, we're going to just barely lose this. Alright, so we have to declare war on these guys, I think. Which kind of sucks. Let's see here. Okay, so I don't know if I can properly do this, but let's just do it. It's a shame because that was a good spaceport as well, but whatever. Let's get you guys on the boundary right now, actually. Oh, got our core sector systems under wrap there. We can get another one. I think we'll save that for now. Leaders, I don't care about them. Alright, this is still probably our best bet. It's kind of crappy, but... Okay, 0 from that stuff there. Interesting. I'm hoping that this liberation automatically gets it as one of my planets. Like, you'd think you'd be able to retake a planet under these sort of circumstances, but I don't know that you can. Still losing a crap load of money in this. So that's fun. I'm not sure if their armies are technically able to heal under these circumstances. Looks like they're not. So that's fine. I think we lost the governor, actually, for that. So that kind of sucks. Yeah, I need to check this. Connect artillery, stormfires. Jump drive. I might be able to get the jump drive off of this. Giga cannon as well, actually. Flak artillery. Okay, there's a few things in here. Neutronium armor. So yeah, there's a few things that I should be able to get if I do this. I don't know why we're researching these debris that have nothing in them. Okay, so maybe I should just make sure that we're doing the only the relevant ones instead. It's probably all three of these. Yeah, all three of the main battles happened around there. Okay, so let's just switch out. I don't need to research the thing that was happening there. Then after that, we can go ahead and survey the system. There we go. Alright, and the core should be bombarded down to nothing pretty much now, so let's get our armies, bark them all up there. Alright, that's not important. Okay. Oh, on pause. So yeah, we'll probably have increased up, oops, I've got a science ship that needs to be heading out here. The reason that I'm sending this over here, even though the science ship is going to be incapable of properly doing anything that useful, is just that if I don't have a science ship there, like, the science ship adds in a bunch of extra happiness, so let's go with the neutronium armor, I think, here. Kinetic artillery would also be quite good, but don't think we need it that much. Yeah, our ground forces should be able to pulverize these guys pretty badly, even though these guys are pretty tough otherwise. Yeah, the unrest here has gone back up to 100%, so what I can actually do is send one science ship out to this one, hit assist research there on the boundary, and then have our garrison troops here stay at the core, because they'll be able to sort of stop uprisings from happening over here. And I think I can fit more troops on the ground here anyway, so which of our scientists is dead? This one. Okay, so get another scientist. Ooh. Could get one with a custom AI assistant as well as psychic, which is pretty interesting. Alright, let's go with that. I can get this because I've got synthetics in my empire now, but it's not as though they actually really count for much. Alright. So I think it's just the boundary right now that's unhappy, but... Okay, so let's negotiate with these guys. Well, let's just see what happens. They should automatically... Okay, we lost a governor on Penic 1. Well, that's whatever. Doesn't mean I could throw best possible outcome. Okay, so this has become end of the Elven Lightning Kingdom. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, now we have to get these guys to become our vassal. Now I have to wait a bunch of time and then retake the planet the hard way. So that's going to suck, but is the way it is. Let's get you down there. So these ones I am going to try and assimilate just as fast as bloody possible. Partly because I don't like these sort of mixed borders here. They're kind of messy. Alright, so even with everything actually at max. Sure, fine. Everything's sort of maxed out here on the boundary. I think I've still got some problems. No, actually, unrest has dropped to 0. Okay, that's fine then. So we just have to wait it out until these guys are completely scrapped, and that should be fine. I think they should still be scrapping them on this planet. And it sort of fixes the problem because these guys are actually all happy right now. They're free at last. They've got, okay, well, interesting that they've got so many penalties down there. Either way, Stormfire cannons, neutroniums, advanced afterburners, tachyon sensors, jump drives, giga cannons, flak artillery, shield capacitors. Yeah, so we're getting a lot of research out of this fallen empire here that we've killed. And I just have to figure out like what it is that's costing me so much money. I think it's these stations. Because they have a ton of these military stations that I don't really need. Like, they're powerful and everything, but let's just disband one of these and see what happens. Oh, wow, that was worth a lot of money. Okay, let's disband another one. God damn it. Dear scientists, stop all dying. What is this? Okay, so I'm actually going to send up, since this guy's got at least some bonus to that, I'm going to switch him over to there. Whoops, no, there we go. And just get some random guy. Longevity is probably a good idea at this point. Alright, so that all worked out okay. So how long before I can force these guys to be integrated? Takes 10 years, yeah, I kind of figured. Alright. Dear the Shroud, can I use you now? I can. Alright, let's give it a go. Let's see here. Small flickering star. It flies past at incredible speed. This is just going to be jump drive. Alright, let's just do it. But, Sublight travel speed of our starship has been momentarily reduced. That sucks, but we're not planning on using it for anything. I think that actually just would have gotten us jump drives, and I'm pretty sure we can get those already, so... I don't know why there's so many stations over here. There might be a shielded planet. I'll have to do the research around there, but... No, I don't think there can be, actually, because we got the stations, and that automatically does that. Alright, we'll get rid of a couple more of these military stations. I don't actually think they're more powerful than mine anyway. You should be able to take them apart, though, for like science and stuff like that when it's one of these ones. Okay, why don't I try and find out if I can do a capacity overload somewhere as well. Got 52 energy there. 75 over here with... We already got the capacity overload, though. 48. I think center might actually be one of our best bets at this point in time. Alright, let's try capacity overload here. I'm running out of influence, though. I should probably hold on to it in case I need to replace leaders. Leaders are a little bit more important, in my opinion. Alright, so... let's actually go to our planets and sectors here. We've made a new sector in this area here. Let's withdraw more money from them than we are currently are, so that'll help a little bit. I think we just rely on drain stockpile. I think that's what we're going to have to do here. Send minerals this way here. Can probably send quite a few. Alright. Should probably actually also... Well, no. I wonder what they're redoing on these planets, because the default buildings in these places are usually really, really strong. Like the power plants... Actually, these aren't the really crazy ones. I guess they're just on the core. Well, either way. I need to find some money-making scheme fast. Let's get our construction ships. Let's get one down here. Mining station there and there. At the very least. Yeah, we have got the miner mandate, so that'll help that along. We got not much else I can do, though. A Skellion there for another 2. I don't seem to have any major fleets out of orbit. Well, guess we'll just see how things go here. Yeah, this place is down to 0 unrest. I think it's because I've got some troops down here. Yeah. So that should be fine. I mean, a minus 14 tick isn't that serious, though, so I probably just have to not worry about it that much. Okay. Well, with that in mind, what do we need to turn our attention to now? Well, we want to gobble up these guys as quickly as possible. The problem, of course, being that, like, it's going to be pretty easy, I think, at this point in time to actually gobble them up. The only thing that we've really got to worry about at this point is whatever the disaster is going to be, and I'm not really sure which it's going to be. But I think that's going to be a bit too late for whatever disaster decides to befall us, because we are pretty strong. I could actually take out one of my strike forces at this point in time and probably still be fine as well. Is there any planets around here that would be really, really good? I want to find one with a really big energy boost. Lush, that's not really that great. Not surveyed. Okay. We got a science ship that's already on the way there, so we'll back to surveying systems for a little bit here. Research agreements, they'll give us a whole bunch of energy, I agree. That energy buffer is going to be really good for us. Yeah, because we're down to minus 36 now, that's pretty crazy. Okay, I don't want to get more of Xenophile. We've already got plenty of that, so we're going to get the engineering research. Because that's what that does. That's like 1 month's worth of research, though, so it's not really going to gain us that much, but it's a nice little pick-me-up on that. Get the neutronium armor just a little bit faster. I don't think that our enemies can say that they're technologically more advanced than us for much longer. Continue patronage here. It's a pretty good idea. 14 more months before we can take on domination. Although harmony would actually be kind of helpful right now. No, I think that we still go with domination. Although I guess we're not going to keep too many vassals for very much longer. I wonder if these guys are willing to join our federation now. It's minus 18 now. It's changed. Yeah, because the relative power thing is really helping us as far as that goes. So I could probably bully them into joining the Federation at some point. We're probably going to find a couple more mining opportunities in some of these other places here. Wait, what the hell? What is this construction ship doing here? Oh. I guess it just has this icon for it in transit. I don't know why. Looks like our hyper transit is a lot slower, though, rather than just a little bit slower. I did not realize it was going to be that much worse. Well, nothing we can do about it now. If we could get back the core, that would actually help us out a ton. Let's shuffle these guys all so that they're all doing energy here. That'll help a bit. Off the food, on the energy. Oh, that actually helps a lot. That puts us back into positives. Okay, so the rest of these look like they're minerals or food anyway. Yeah, these synth pops, like whatever, but like the nice thing is these buildings here, like the autonomous fabricators or whatever, like they have a lot of base production. It's like 12 there, so might want to replace these food production ones with like the multipliers, but I kind of don't want to get rid of these. These are irreplaceable buildings. The people that sort of work on these sort of plants build these buildings or have these buildings that can't be replaced by any means, so it's kind of important that I leave them be where possible. Alright. I don't remember if they've got those in Hishma or whatever. Yeah, these guys just have the standard buildings on the outskirts of the Empire, but it's those core planets, the core and the boundary. So here's where I suspect there might be some sort of dragon, or Hydra, or whatever, but we'll find out when we get there, I guess. I got our science ship heading towards it. It's the only place in the map that could potentially have a Leviathan, but I get the feeling like this game just doesn't have a Leviathan, or it already got killed by somebody else or something like that. Got tucked away somewhere. Like maybe it spawned on the core or something like that. That would be Just awful. It would just immediately get wrecked. Alright, got the neutronium armor. Could get the Giga Cannon, but I don't feel like that's going to be too useful for us. I think we'll grab the flak artillery, actually. I actually quite like flak artillery because it lets me stop using the point defense modules. It lets me switch over to the flak instead. And against the advanced bombers and stuff like that, I find the flak is a lot more powerful. But it lets me have something that has multiple medium slots instead of the weird point defense ones. Although the carriers are going to have point defense slots no matter what I do, so that's kind of one of the things that's just I've got to deal with. Alright, so supply speed's actually only minus 20%. That's not actually as bad as I thought it was. Huh, I wonder why the hell it's taking our construction thing so long to get here. So that took it a damnable long time. Well, whatever. Now, there are some planets around here that I kind of want to take, but one of our generals died. That's actually okay. I don't mind that. Looks like I can colonize this arid world too. It's not really a great spot though. Good for engineering, but don't really need it. I want to find like a really, really good planet that I can sort of colonize and actually keep in our borders. So has to be pretty good before I'm willing to keep it. Unfortunately, a lot of these guys' planets are actually quite weak. Why can I not colonize? Oh, right, because I haven't researched them. Crappy. Okay. I'm thinking that, like, Escalion might be one of the best options for us here. Gives us this other continental world in addition. But anyway, I will be right back. I just have to go to the washroom. Okay, so we're back. Let's see if we can actually get something to kick off here. I don't really know. But I think maybe we actually just hit faster speed for a little while. Just put on fastest for just a short period of time until we've maybe got this sector sorted out. Maybe if we can figure out if there's something in Crimdor. I definitely don't want to be building more ships right now, though, which is a peculiar place for us to be in, actually. Nothing I can really do to upgrade there. I think most of our planets are completely and fully upgraded, actually. So it really is just a matter of getting our sectors in order. I think actually, you know what, I will go for the happiness one, because if I'm going to be taking... Actually, no, I can't take over planets. This was an exception. Like, the nice thing about going after one of the ancient empires is that you do get access to that. This is useless right now. This is actually really good. This isn't really that useful. I only plan on getting the one. This is kind of good. Maybe I do go for this one. The problem is, like, a lot of this is actually quite bad. Unrest minus 20 is actually pretty good, though. Harmony is ironically really good if you've got something that can conquer a lot of stuff really easily. What you do is you irritate people until they declare war on you, essentially, and then you just use Bulwark of Harmony in conjunction with, like, the greater good and the base effect of plus 10 happiness to take over a bunch of planets and not really have any downsides. I'm going to go with domination for this point in time, though. Oh, shit. Caps on our minerals. What do we do with those? Well, I can't really spend them. Why don't I just trade them for energy for the time being, maybe? I don't know. Maybe I work on ground forces for just a little bit here. Got colonial garrison there. Just gonna sort of max out the number of defensive armies that each of these planets has. Some of these planets can actually have quite a few. So you sort of cap out on the number that you can build, and that's based entirely around, like, maximum capacity of the planet. I think actually having each of these planets have maximum garrison is probably fine. Alright, there we go. I could be using the more expensive types of armies as well, but like even this you can see has already cost us quite a few minerals. I think the meta dams are actually a better one, but oops, shit. Where'd that okay, so not that one. Where'd that anomaly get found? Must be here. Yep, okay. Then we head back over to here. Like that, okay. Alright, so that spent us about 4k worth just on random ass ground troops. This planet's full, it looks like. I guess I could embark. Do that. So I want to see what happens to this ship here. If it gets blown up pretty quickly, then that'll tell us a lot. Looks like it's alive. Okay, so there probably isn't a terrible, terrible thing out there. And it's actually scanning some stuff, yeah. Terraforming candidates, okay. Pretty sure we've already got climate restoration, and this is largely actually kind of irrelevant, but apparently we can terraform this world into something nicer. I don't know how large it's going to be, though. Oh, I need to be able to do Tomb Worlds. Okay, well, we're not going to bother with that tech for quite some time, or if at all. It does look like a fairly large planet, though. I think now might be a good time to actually change our food storage policy. I can't remember where to change actually that, though. Food stockpiling. Let's switch that to balanced. Because you never know what's going to happen. Like, you might end up... Well, actually, let's even do large. No, we'll stick to balanced. You never know what's going to happen. You might suddenly lose a whole bunch of your food stockpile. Like, you keep it at the lower one so that your population grows faster earlier, but I don't really feel like I need to grow my population at all right now. It's not a huge difference, honestly. Okay, so we should have our... this going in for a mining station there, and then we'll go for this one over here. Suddenly we're losing money again. Great. I think it's partly because we're spending all this money on, like, ground forces now. Well, I'm not going to worry too much about that. We should be able to start getting more money once we get the boundary working properly. And the problem is, like, it's going to be a while before these guys have this expire. And of course, we're going to have even more money once we get the core under our control. Alright, so yeah, we're just going to have to exchange for minerals here. Let's talk to Zero Core. Hello, Zero Core. We would like to trade for energy credits. I'm going to go all the way down to, like, here, I think. Our mineral gain isn't actually, like, super huge or anything, so it's kind of irritating that this keeps happening. Looks like these guys snagged up a Gaia world. That's good for them, I guess. I don't really care too much. Okay, none of those are that interesting. I guess we'll get the Giga Cannon just for the hell of it. It's not really my cup of tea, personally. I prefer the Tachyon Lances, but it's still a good weapon. Probably will swing the balance of power even more for these guys, and these guys are already pretty inferior. Acceptance for this is dropping. Relative power is shifting in their favor, I guess, a little bit. Yeah, Chemical Bliss would have helped back there, but I guess we'll go for this climate restoration just for the sake of being able to get that one planet, even though it's not that useful. This is kind of a useless tech. It's kind of a dead tech, but... ah, well. It's a pretty bad planet. This is probably a really bad planet, yeah. This one's kind of okay. It's kind of okay. Alright, we'll survey down there, then up here. Research agreement, they'll pay me. Sure, I'm okay with that. I don't mind these vassals and everything getting stuff a little bit faster than they otherwise would. Alright, let's get the dangerous technology. Perfect. Sounds like a great idea. What could possibly go wrong? I think that this is a fantastic idea. So yeah, jump drives will let us basically start cheating. We can start equipping our ships with the ability to jump deep into enemy territory without having to use the lanes. So it could let us bypass defenses and stuff like that. I'm not necessarily sure it's a great idea, though, in our case, because like the hyperlanes are actually really broken. I think they're actually a bit too strong, honestly. Let's see here. Let's embark all these guys here. Got the minor mandate. That'll fix that up a bit. Oh, this actually has got capped colonial garrison. Interesting. Okay. Still got access to an ascension perk that I still haven't clicked, and I just didn't need it. I was considering seriously actually taking one, but I'm kind of glad that I didn't. Okay, let's gain a mining station with +3 energy, which will help out a bit. Any of these help us here? I don't think anything does. Imperial Prerogative might help, actually, technically. Yeah, so we finally got rid of all those robots. It's going to help out a bit. Should slowly start filling in with some other guys, but... Oh, and this increased the happiness of our Union of Spiritual Philosophy because they dislike having synths in the Empire. So this should also help with our influence gain as well. Cool. So all that helps out a lot. Alright. Well, that aside, we're already high up there on minerals again, which is not great. And there's nothing down here. Yeah, someone else must have killed whatever Leviathan there was in this particular game. Or maybe it didn't spawn in because I chose a small enough map that you didn't get one? I don't know, maybe. I'm pretty sure I didn't disable them though, because I typically like playing this game with them on. But maybe I did forget to toggle it or something, I don't know. Well, either way. What do we want to do for an attack against these guys? I think that we should be finding their technology level, you know, staying, or is becoming more equivalent to ours as time goes on. But we are pretty weak as far as that goes. Oh, we're capped on energy credits now too. Cool. This is going to let me sort of go in here, talk to the curators, and aid us in our research. I'd like to purchase this. Okay. And I also kind of want to go to the curators and have them... Is there any mysteries of the universe? Curator agents have painstakingly gathered knowledge... Okay, What? Huh. So that, yeah, I don't think there is a Leviathan on this map. Huh, that sucks. Oh well. Either way, got our tech boost. That'll be, probably won't help that much, but it'll be better than nothing. Creating quite a bit of a fleet there. I wonder what sort of ships they have. Spurtglig. Interesting. Just going with corvettes here, basic railguns and space torpedoes, so fairly weak. They are using the psionic shield, so they have got some of my tech there. They've also got my crystal forge plating. Which reminds me, I've actually got access to the psi shields now. Pretty damn sure. And these are tied with the strongest shields in the game, along with the enigmatic shields. So the fact that I can build these actually helps out a ton. So we'll go with something like that, and then something like this. And then I guess we can go ahead and replace this with a advanced railgun. And that still leaves us with a decent amount of excess power, but let's go ahead and also upgrade this to the neutronium. And then here we just probably want regenerative. Actually, no, we don't want anything there at all. That's all fine. That's all fine. And that's fine. Okay, it'd be nice if I could get rid of this, but I guess we'll just have to go with the extra combat damage. 2% there. So we'll save that. This is going to make our ships a lot more expensive overall. We can actually get rid of our picked ship stern, though. We could go with the gunship stern for these guys. Chuck in the new flak artillery, which I find is a better option for, especially later in the game. Ooh, actually, we can throw in kinetic artillery here. So our new model of ships are going to be pretty beefy. Oops, crap. The only problem with the psi shields is that they do take up like the most energy in the game as well, tied for most. So you end up with a situation where like having better shields just means that you use less slots, so it's useful in that sense. Okay. We'll go with regeneratives in these guys as well. So these are very expensive destroyers, but actually let's go with the, yeah, no, let's go with the regenerative, I think. So this is a very expensive class of destroyer, but I mean, its shields are 450 hit points worth, so that's actually a huge amount of shields. Armor's pretty okay as well, so weapon system's pretty decent, all kinetic though. Just use these as a sort of long-range hitter plus point defense once anything slips past. Alright, go ahead and grab our kinetic artilleries here. And we're going to go ahead and change one of these to a flak. So we're running sort of lower on lasers. I should actually replace one of these with a laser system at this point in time if I can. Go with one tier 3 plasma maybe. Go for a slightly better mix there, I think. And then all this, well, we just replace 2 of these with the psionic shields. Get this as a 0-point reactor, and we can take off this shield at this point in time. And just throw in tons of neutronium armor. Alright, so we could even potentially, might be able to do another medium size shield here. Yep. Alright. 900 hit points worth of shields, 61% armor. Pretty damn good. Slightly incoherent design here, but it's got good long range capability, and then sort of once it's forced into closer range combat, still pretty good. Should be solid. Let me get our battleships. Okay, so for now, I think that we go with kinetic. I wish I had the extra large weapons, but again, I kind of prefer the Tachyon Lance. I could replace the stern, but I think that we'll keep it as is. I don't actually need to change a whole ton on these guys. Oh, we're capped out on resources again. Jesus. Okay, we will go 3 of the large shields here. Get in a 0 point instead of one of these. That should get us enough. Yes, it does. Then we'll go for the neutronium armor here. Alright, so is that the... Yeah, 76% armor. Like, the thing is, it starts not scaling properly once you get to a certain point, whereas the shields keep scaling really well, so this is actually a pretty good combination for us. I'm again actually looking at this and thinking I need to get a little bit of a an energy weapon in there, so we will chuck in one more plasma. Apparently that takes less energy than the others, so I don't know. Alright, so this new design for the Hyperion should be pretty scary. We'll get one fleet upgraded to our new designs here. This is going to cost us quite a lot, so actually let's get all of our fleets upgraded since we've got so much money here. Alright, so that should get rid of a bunch of our minerals. I guess I have got this set on fastest speed rather than anything reasonable. Ooh, we can go back into the shroud now. Always a disappointment. I love it. Okay, increased evasion, increased happiness, so nothing that interesting or that useful yet, so we'll go for happiness. Yeah, so everyone's happier. That's kind of lame. Would have liked it if I could have gotten something a bit better there, but so far the Shroud's been super disappointing for me this entire playthrough, though, so it's not really that surprising. Alright, we lost an active sensor link, that's fine. I think that means that we can actually go to here and integrate them pretty soon. 2374. Actually, no, that's 5 more years. Jesus, when did I go into? Oh, right. I think it's less time to get into the shroud than I thought. Yeah, it's like half the time. Okay. Well, whatever. That's okay, I guess. Guys are considered pathetic compared to us right now, and they still won't want it. They're still this game. I'm telling you. All right, so we lost access to a bunch of those planets, and I don't really care because I didn't really think any of them were worth colonizing at the time. Our resource balance is actually getting pretty good, though, so I don't think that we necessarily need anything too fancy here. So if I do these sort of techs, I should unlock the potential to get like invaded by an outsider, so that would actually help us about now, like just in terms of keeping this a little bit more interesting. Because otherwise, you know, I think that we're actually just in a position where we can roll over our opponents, which is never that interesting. You don't want to just be in a position where you can smack over them and not have to give any cares whatsoever about what's going on. But sometimes you do reach that point. Might even be more interesting to keep these guys alive until the crisis event, but probably won't wait that long. I do feel like I kind of need this sector back under my control, though, before I can do too much crazy stuff, but it's not. They're not going to be able to do anything too interesting. Have they disassembled all of their robot pops yet? Yes, they have. Good. Okay. Oh, shit. They've disassembled all their... Oh, man, that's annoying. They disassembled all their advanced structures for some reason. I don't know why. Like to save money, I guess, or something. I don't know why they would care about saving money there. But those buildings were hugely beneficial. And they got rid of all of them on tiles that were +1 for the type. Oh my god, I cannot believe they did that. Why would they do that? Huh. Alright, well, that's fine, I guess. I don't really need the advantage of having a ridiculously broken core world, though, anyway, so that's fine. Let's see here. With our boon, we should be pretty happy, though, on boundary. Let's check. Yeah, these guys are pretty positive. And we're getting some other people flooding in as immigrants. That's, you know, whatever, but... Switch you... Actually, no, food's fine. It's probably giving... Yeah, it's giving us an 18% increase. Okay, so this guy... This fleet has upgraded... It's actually not that much higher, if at all higher. Huh. Actually, I can't remember what they were ahead of time, so... See what these guys are going to upgrade from, too. Oh. Leader capacity. Definitely. Even though I'm not at cap right now, I kind of feel like I need more leaders. I can probably build a couple more. No, I probably can't, actually. I feel like I kind of want to build more, more fleets, more ships and stuff like that, but it's kind of impractical. I don't feel like that would be a good idea right now. Okay, so I think we've actually researched everything here. Let's go back over our plans, figure out which ones were scientifically good. Planets and sectors. Nevada seems pretty good for this. So I think that was up in Medgar. Yeah. So we'll send this guy back up to there. I'm pretty sure that's where we took him from, so this will help. In any event, though, I think we're going to call it about an episode here. We keep running into this problem of having too many minerals, which is fine. Like, and I don't actually just like building refineries for this. I just figure, you know, if I'm at that point, I just spend it down. But I'm perfectly okay with actually just not being able to do anything with it right now for the time being. We'll probably build some refineries later once we get back Pilgrim, but It's going to be a while. Right now we're just going to have, like, wasted resources, I think. Well, actually, I could go to... Let's keep doing this. Zerkor, communicate. But, yeah. Hope you found this episode enjoyable. And, of course, as always, hope to see you guys all next time.